see the names go up, you'll you'll know. Winning team, Irvine. Yep. Nice. When you see the names, you'll know. When you see the names, you'll know. I don't know. Okay.
We're still climbing. Oh, we got a nail. We got one nail. I brought two. That's 31. That's fucking 31. 31. Let's go.
All right, while we await UC Irvine, just we're a little different than practice yesterday. We'll have the coach come in and give an opening statement, questions to the student athletes. When we're done there, they'll leave, and then we'll go to questions to the head coach. And just a reminder, as we're getting seated, cell phones, if you could put those, just check, make sure they're in the mute position. We have mic holders on either side. We'll call on you for questions. Right now, we'll welcome UC Irvine to the dais. We have Max Hazard, Robert Cartwright, and Evan Leonard. And as I just mentioned, Coach, we'll have you do an opening statement. Then we'll turn the questions to the student-athletes, dismiss them, and then go to questions to you.
Okay. Thanks, everybody, for being here. And as an opening statement, there's not much to say other than that I'm incredibly proud of these guys up here on the dais with me, but of each guy as a part of our team to reach this point in the tournament. We came into the game confident with belief that we could win, and I think that belief showed throughout the game, especially when we were down early. And we settled in. We made some defensive adjustments and changes and made the plays to come out on top. We have incredible respect for Kansas State, the Big 12 champions. Those guys are getting rings, and we knocked them off. That's special for us. And sorry that they had to lose, but I'm really happy for the UC Irvine community.
All right, thanks, Coach. We'll open it to questions to the student-athletes. Just hands. We'll go in the front row to the left. Just please identify your name and affiliation first go around.
I'm Jeff Miller from the LA Times. For the three players, what were your emotions when you realized that you were going to win this game?
First of all, relief, but just elation. You know, we believed that we had a chance to win this game, and we prepared like we were going to have a chance to win this game and to win, and we made the plays necessary. A lot of credit to Kansas State. They played really hard, and they made it really tough on us down the stretch. But we have a supreme belief in our group that we make the plays necessary to win in winning time. And the guys right here made unbelievable play after unbelievable play, and we did what we needed to. So absolute ecstasy.
We'll stay on the left, fifth row back.
Evan, Mark Wicker, Orange County Register. Defensively, what was the plan? You played some zone. You played a little. It looked like even a little box and one. You were. Yeah, I know defensively is one of your trademarks. Can you just sum up what you guys were trying to do defensively against them?
Yeah, we just had a great game plan. I feel like we were able to execute it. You know, we sent them a lot of different looks, like you said, but you know, I'm not gonna say too much because we got another game, so that's about it.
All right, we'll go in the left, second row.
Gabriel Mungray, Spartan Daily at San Jose State. This is for you, Max. Dagger 3 after Dagger 3 hit the 3 right before at the buzzer at the first half. What were you feeling out there knowing that it seems like every shot you took was going in?
I just gotta, you know, credit my teammates and my coaching staff and everybody that came here today for believing in me. I put a lot of work in on my jumper time and time again, so I have a lot of belief in myself and my ability to shoot the ball. So if I can, you know, get some space, and obviously I'm gonna get good passes because I got great teammates, I like my chances to knock them down.
Stay right there.
Kyle Boniger at ESPN. For any of the players, one of 2 teams from California in the tournament, only team from California left. What does that mean for you guys to be that last team standing from the state?
It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's definitely exciting, and we're gonna, you know, keep trying to carry the torch and put on for Cali, but most importantly, you know, put on for the University of Irvine. So we're gonna just keep doing what we're doing, keep following the game plan. We got a great coaching staff, and we got something good going here, so we're gonna keep the train going.
Josh Juba, Associated Press. Evan, those back-to-back threes you had, I think midway through the second half, gave you guys the lead. What was going on there, and just how much to get that lead at that point? What did that do for you guys just down the stretch?
Yeah, I was just trying to do my job, you know. That second three, I was able to get the rebound. I was able to come down. I had just made one, so, you know, that basket got a little bit bigger for me after I made that first one. So wanted to get one up, and, you know, good thing it went in.
Front row, left.
Max, you missed a 3 right before you hit that last for the corner. Then you had a little pose. How cool was that for you? I mean, you've talked the other day about your emotions. You play an emotion. I mean, that was pretty much the epitome of it, wasn't it?
No, for sure, and I had missed a shot before, but, you know, when you're a shooter and just a basketball player in general, you kind of have to have a short memory, and I think I have that. And like I said before, you know, I just play with a lot of passion, a lot of joy, and, you know, the stage doesn't get much bigger than this, so it's pretty cool to be here, especially with teammates that I love and a coaching staff that I love, and I'm just trying to enjoy every second of it.
Okay, we'll go on the right here, second row.
Hey, Max. Phil Barber, Santa Rosa Press Democrat. Obviously, there's a few guys on your team that come from like rich basketball families, sort of grew up in the game. Does that do anything for the team? And I'm thinking especially in crunch time.
I'm not really sure. That's kind of a hard thing to gauge, but I know it does do something for us. It's just having them all here today, having them all here in the stands, and for those that couldn't make it out, I know they're supporting us, and I know my grandfather's looking down on me and the rest of the squad, smiling, and that means a lot for me.
Robert, I know it's just one play, but people talk about end-of-half situations. Max hits the shot at the end of the half. All of a sudden, you're tied after which probably wasn't your ideal half of the season as a team. How did you feel emotionally at that point, knowing that you go into the locker room with that type of win behind your back?
We've been a resilient team all year. We know that if we're down, we have the guys and the character necessary to come back. But, obviously it was a huge shot, and we trust Max to hit those kind of shots for us, and he did. And we just came into the locker room with a lot of confidence because we knew we didn't play our best half of the season, and we really believed, look, if we keep doing what the coaches stress, we can get this win. And if we keep executing play after play, we will have a really good shot at the end, and that's what we did.
Okay, we'll go in the middle, straight ahead.
Sam Pasco, KXSF. You guys were tied at 30 at the half. What did Coach tell you to kind of keep that energy up and then ultimately have a great second half?
See what they remembered.
Yeah, sure. Well, Coach just wants us to keep executing, make sure that we don't let up in any single way. He made some adjustments. I can't reveal those, but we just come out, continue to do what we need to do every single play, and Coach makes sure that we remember what the important things are to stress, and he just said keep working hard defensively, keep rebounding, and stop them in transition and take away their threes, and that's what we did.
Okay, we're going to do two more on the left right there and then a couple of rows ahead.
Carter Chapley, University News. Guys, sometimes it felt more like a home game than a neutral site. How much did that energy contribute to keeping it up?
That was definitely one of the things I noticed right off the bat, the noise, I don't think I've ever been in an arena that was that loud. So at times it kind of made it hard, but, like you said, it definitely felt like a home game, and a lot of our fans traveled well, so we appreciate that so much.
Okay, third row on the left, last question.
Mark Berman, the Roanoke Times, for any of the players. One of your teammates yesterday recalled before the season your coach saying that the goal this year was not just to make the tournament, but to advance in the tournament. Does anybody remember that speech from before the season?
Yeah, we've had 3 goals all year, and that was around the regular season championship, the tournament championship, and this advance in the NCAA tournament. And that doesn't just mean one game. We have another game on Sunday, and we're planning to put ourselves in position to win again, and hopefully we can do that and play into next weekend.
Okay, thanks, guys. And we'll turn the questions to Coach Turner.
Thank you.
Go on the left, fifth row back.
Russell, this team has had a ton of depth all year, and first half Elston Jones came in there and stabilized things, turned things around. What can you tell us about him and his progress and his impact on this game?
Well, Elston's the sixth man of the year in our conference, and we've seen him do many times what he did tonight. When we play against a team from a power conference like that, we have to be able to match their physicality, their size, their strength, and Elston was phenomenal on defense, in his pick and roll defense. He scored in the first half, but the defensive impact he has in protecting the rim and playing their guards in the pick and roll is special and doesn't get noticed very often. But he was terrific, and I'm not surprised. He was ready for this game like our guys all were, I think, and embraced his role and attacked the game to make an impact. And he got it all done.
Front row left.
And Josh DeBell from Associated Press. Russell, what were you guys able to do to take Brown out of his game?
Well, we drew an offensive foul. That's critical. And we knew, the best way to defend guys who are great players is if you can get fouls on them. So, you want to draw a charge. In that case, we drew a push-off. I thought it was a clear push-off that Max drew, but he did a good job selling it too, which is a big part of the things that we work on in certain situations. We knew that we had to make a crowd around Brown, and we had to do that repeatedly. We knew that there were a few specific things we wanted to take away from him, and for the most part, we did that. But I thought he got discouraged a little bit with the second foul and being limited in the first half. I would have done the same thing that they did and holding him out. In fact, I did that for the most part with Cartwright because I didn't want him to get his third, and we weathered the storm while he was out in the first half and gained some confidence when they missed a bunch of shots that they made to start the game.
Left, second row.
Kyle Bonniger with ESPN. You've been building this thing for a while now. Does this feel like this is a long time coming to get this breakthrough win in the tournament?
I mean, yeah, in some ways it feels like it's a long time. In some ways it doesn't feel like it's been that long at all. You know, we made the tournament, I think, in my 5th year. This is now the 9th. And it's really hard to make the tournament from our league. And, you know, we've been consistently good in our league. So we're proud of the sustained success that we've established, the type of guys we have, the type of program we have. But we want to keep getting better. We have visions of potentially growing into something greater. You know, every player dreams of that. Every program sort of dreams of that. This was a big step toward that tonight. You know, UC Irvine folks, I don't know, live in the shadow, live like little brothers to UCLA and SC and maybe some others, Cal, Stanford, San Diego State, maybe like little brothers. Well, little brother's been in the weight room, getting better, getting ready for a chance like this. So I'm really happy for these players to be able to work so hard for something everybody can see and then accomplish it. But I'm also I'm really excited for the fans of our program who also seem to have endured feeling like little brothers. You know, we need to stick our chests out a little bit right now, I believe.
Do you talk about that dynamic of where you guys kind of fall in the pecking order of teams in the state? Is that motivation at all?
Well, I spoke about it a few weeks ago because I wanted to draw attention to the fact that we were succeeding at the level we were, and I knew that was a gamble because you could easily fall flat. And, you know, we could have easily lost in the Big West tournament like we did a year ago, or we could have easily come out here tonight against a Big 12 team like a lot of other 14 seeds did and get blown out. But we seem to gain momentum with this group off of our confidence, and I think that's because we've earned it. And so that's fun. You know, it ain't bragging if you're doing it, Yogi Berra said.
Left again, 5th row back.
Was that a boxing one at the end of the first half, and can you tell us how many different types of looks you gave them defensively that threw them off?
Yeah, sort of. The answer to that is yes, sort of. The way we defend, we always play great man-to-man defense. We have a 2-3 zone that we can, shift in certain ways, and that's what we did tonight. And we've done that before. We also did that in the Big West Tournament Championship game. So those guys probably saw that might happen. But the belief that our guys showed and the things that we asked for them to do to execute those defenses was outstanding. You know, we played boxing one for a little while in the first half when Brown was out, and then mostly down the stretch we played our zone, our regular zone. And our guys did it the way we've worked on doing it. And we didn't do it that much in the regular season this year because of the matchups we had in our league. But we were able to do that in a big stage and a big moment against a team that was forced into a position of struggling because their best zone offensive player is hurting out. I mean, you got a big guy who can pass in the zone. That's really valuable. So he was out, and we knew that we wanted to use the zone in this game, maybe shift it some, but not overuse it. And I thought that's exactly the way it unfolded.
Okay, in the middle, 4th row back. Last question.
Hey, Coach. Henry Curry, New University. What does this win mean to you, as the head coach of the organization? You talked about what it means to the players and the community, but having so many ups and downs throughout the years, what is this win, like how precious it is to you? And just moving forward in the tournament, and not even in the tournament, just, in general in the future of your coaching career and everything in UCI. Can you just talk about that?
I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, it's special. It's special on a personal level with any goal that you set and reach. But it's not that more meaningful than others. You know, I've played in Division III. When I was a player, we accomplished what this team accomplished. Didn't mean any less then and there than it does for us here and now. It is gratifying to see how much our success means to so many people. That's gratifying on a personal level. But I know that that's the product of a lot of people working together and believing. And it's kind of nice when your belief is validated.
All right, we're good. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
For either one of you, was there anything about Irvine that surprised you, and just what sort of the emotions for you guys at this point?
I mean, nothing surprised me. They were a good team. That's why they got to the tournament. So it wasn't surprising at all. We knew it was going to be tough. And, you know, like Coach said, they made plays at the right times.
Hold on, Josh, just grab it.
What are obviously you guys had a lot of high hopes heading into this tournament.
No, we wanted to do something really special. We did something special in our regular season, and we wanted to kind of carry that momentum over. We should have, I mean, we just weren't able to come out with the win. Bottom line.
Third row left.
Yeah, Matt Hall, Cased It Online for Barry and Cam. And all your senior videos, you guys talk so much about caring about the program going forward and guys carrying that forward. I know it's tough to think about that right now, but how important that is to you guys that this program continues to move forward.
I mean, it's super important, man. You know, we try to turn it around a little bit, and I mean, I think we all did some. I mean, not just the seniors, but everyone on the team this year and last year did some special things to kind of change the narrative of our school and our program. So, I mean, it's definitely going to be important for those guys to continue that on. I talked to some of them after the game in the locker room, just told them to. I mean, it's their time now. Got to step up. Got to be those leaders. Got to continue this legacy that we're trying to leave.
Any additional questions for the student athletes? Nope. Okay, we'll excuse you guys. And questions for Coach Weber. Go in the, was it fifth row back?
Edward Solomon, KXSF. Just wondering, not having Dean Wade out there, how much of a difference did that make today?
I mean, if you studied or watched us, obviously it's a huge difference. But no excuses. We won without him. Early in the season, we won without him last year, and you know it's just so sad. And I just, you know, I don't understand it. But for him to 2 years in a row to have injuries, not be able to play in a tournament when you're such a good kid, quality person. He's worked so hard. It's really, really sad, but hopefully there's always a reason for something, and it'll help make him tougher. And, you know, I just, all three of these guys you can't say enough about. And, you know, Dean's future, I hope he can get healthy, stay healthy, and be a productive NBA player down the road. And these other guys, I know I told him the most important thing, all of those guys are going to be great people, great citizens, great representatives of Kansas State, and I know they're, you know, family guys. They do things the right way, so you're very, very, very proud to be associated with them.
Left front row.
Josh Giba, Associated Press. So the drought at the end of the first half, I think you missed your last 11 shots or whatever it was. What went into that, and were you tempted at all to put Barry back in over the two fouls?
Well, I thought as long as we were staying ahead, you know, we could stay without him, and you know, because he gets that quick third one or something, or you know, the two fouls he got were casual. I don't want to say casual, just kind of happenstance fouls. You know, trying to get, you know, reaching in behind something, you know, and you just didn't want to have it. We were ahead. Obviously, that three at the end of the half was huge. You know, they went zone, went box and one. We had some shots. We didn't, you know, probably execute the. You know, we talked all week. We knew. You know, when they played us last year, they had to play zone. They couldn't, you know, I guess he didn't think he'd stop us when they've had some other games. They've had to play zone against some bigger teams or higher level teams. So we knew they'd play zone, and I was just hoping. I told them to attack with confidence, not to act like we've never been there because we played against a bunch of people, a bunch of zones. But obviously, we just didn't get enough. You keep that thing at 5 or 7. Obviously, it would have been a big difference maker, but we didn't. And credit to them. They got some toughness. They're older. I don't know a whole lot about West Coast basketball, but he's got to be one of the best coaches out here, and he's got to have one of the best teams, one of the most experienced, toughest teams. And you admire them and respect them and appreciate what they did.
On the left, third row back.
Matt Hall, K-State Online. Coach, a similar question to you as them. I know you just finished this game 20 minutes ago, but when did the conversation from those players turn into talking to the young guys about, it being their program now and moving it forward?
Well, I mean, after the game one, you think the guys, the whole team, obviously the seniors, including the 3 that have been very important pieces: Pearson, McAtee, Patrick Muldoon. Our seniors been great walk-ons, great leaders. Our managers, our GAs, the guys that are going to be gone. But now I just hope the younger guys understand. I hope they understand how hard those guys have worked and what they've done to give us success and a chance to be a contender in the Big 12 and be somebody that gets to the NCAA tournament. So, that you still got 3 guys that played a bunch of minutes the last 2 years. Xavier Mac had a huge game, 14 and 12. Just wish he would have, a couple turnovers here or there. I thought he got fouled on the jump ball, but they saw it a different way. Xavier obviously has been very good. Cardi, it's really a miracle, but he's in foul trouble too. But a miracle what he's done. I mean, no, he really shouldn't even be playing, to be honest. Doc he had to coming back early, and he wanted to help us. He had some casual fouls, which hurt us. But when you look at the plus minus, he's plus 13 in there. So it would have been nice to have him and Barry a little more on the court, but it didn't happen. And every game's different. Ball bounces different ways. Calls go different ways. And, to their credit, they made the plays that make a difference.
I think we're good. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.